Days of Our Lives Recap. November 28, 2025. The Hernandez family celebrates a surprise. Hernandez family reunion explodes with secret reveal, not confetti. Salem, IL. November 28, 2025. The Hernandez household, a beacon of relative stability in the storm-tossed town of Salem, was the scene of a celebration that will be forever etched in local lore. What began as a surprise anniversary party for beloved parents Abe and Paulina Carver, honorary Hernandezes by marriage and moral support, quickly devolved into a jaw-dropping spectacle of long-buried secrets and a paternity question that has the entire town buzzing. The surprise, orchestrated by the ever-dutiful Rafe Hernandez, was a masterpiece of deception. Under the guise of a simple family dinner, the living room was transformed into a festive haven, complete with a banner reading 50 years of love and leadership. The air was thick with the scent of pot roast and affection as JJ, Tripp, and the newly returned Gabi Hernandez gathered, their smiles genuine and unforced. The emotional peak seemed to arrive when Abe and Paulina, blindfolded and led by a giggling Lonnie, stepped over the threshold. Tears were shed, toasts were made, and for a glorious 20 minutes, Salem felt normal. But this is Salem, and normal is a fleeting concept. The catalyst for the chaos was none other than the prodigal daughter, Gabi Hernandez. After a heartfelt speech praising Abe and Paulina's unwavering love, she raised her glass for a second toast. And to family, she declared, her voice taking on a sharper edge. To the family we're born with, and the family we find. Like the brother I just found. The record scratch was almost audible. All eyes turned to a handsome, brooding stranger who had been quietly observing the festivities from the hallway. Gabi beckoned him forward. "Everyone, I'd like you to meet Mateo Vega, my half-brother." The room froze. Rafe's glass hovered mid-sip. JJ's face went pale. The revelation hinged on a decades-old affair between the late, great Eduardo Hernandez and a woman from his past during his globe-trotting spy days. According to documents Gabi acquired through her notoriously ambiguous business contacts, Eduardo had a son he never knew about. The bombshell was seismic, but the aftershock was even more devastating. As a shell-shocked Rafe attempted to process this new sibling, Mateo, with an almost apologetic smile, dropped his own grenade. "This is overwhelming, and I'm sorry to do this here, but life is short," he said, locking eyes with a terrified Chanel Dupree. "I came to Salem not just for my father, but for my son. The son you gave up for adoption 4 years ago, Chanel. Our son." The room didn't just go silent, it went numb. Chanel, supported by a stunned Allie Horton, could only stare in horror. The secret she had carried alone for years, a chapter of her life she thought was closed, was now the centerpiece of a family meltdown. Where this leaves us. A fractured foundation, the Hernandez family, built on a legacy of honor and duty, is now questioning its entire history. What other secrets did Eduardo take to his grave? Chanel's crossroads, her relationship with Allie, once a safe harbor, is now facing its greatest test. Can their love survive the re-emergence of a child she never thought she'd see again? The new player. Who is Mateo Vega? A grieving son seeking connection, or a cunning opportunist with an eye on the Hernandez legacy and a vendetta against the Carvers? His timing is far too precise to be a coincidence. Gabi's gambit. True to form, Gabi Hernandez didn't just bring a family member home. She lit a fuse on a powder keg. Her motives remain as inscrutable as ever. Was this an act of familial devotion or the first move in a new, devastating game?